Hey guys, if you want to learn about my knives, then you need to stay tuned now, and after the intro I tell you all about it. Good morning friends. Today we're going to make a little knife tutorial, and we're going to do that because one of my subscribers, David from WildWolf channel. Yeah, WildWolf means forest wolf. Yeah, the forest wolf, David, made a little. It's not really a challenge, but it's more like a. Everybody shows his bushcraft knives. Yeah, and I think he does that to inspire people what kind of knives are available and what you can do with it, and what they're good for, and just to generally see the knives from other people and their opinions on it, and maybe get inspired to make your own like I did, right? This is my bushcraft knife. That's my primary knife, and I made this completely myself. Yeah, and let's talk about the sheath first. Okay, the sheath is made from 3-4 millimeter thick pig leather, right? And I made a double layer in here and stitched it all together with the sinew, waxed thread, basically artificial sinew, and then I embossed this pattern in it, which I really like. It's like supposed to be a cowboy saddle pattern. Yeah, yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. It worked out really good. Yeah, the knife itself, that's how it looks. I took as an example, or like as a template, basically as an idea template, the Saxon knife design, because I like it, and because the steel I had, it was an old file. I annealed it, and then I hammered it into what I wanted and ground it, and then I basically hardened it again. And when I hardened it, as you can see, I don't know, maybe you can see it, like the blade is a little curved this way. It just happened in the hardening process. But I still love it. It's a really nice knife. The features of it, what I did is I ground it only on one side. I don't know what the name for the grind is when you do that, but I ground it only one side, And the reason for that is I'm right-handed, right? And the grind is also on the right side of the knife when you hold it like that. So, and that gives me a few good advantages I figured out. And one of the first is you can use it really good to delimb, like, you know, branches and stuff. And you never cut into your like branch or post material, because basically the little limbs or branches, they just burst off on the side, on the right side, right? Because they get pried off this way. And that makes it really controllable also when you make you know, tips on steaks or whatever, right? Makes it really controllable for that, for 10 steaks. It's really good when you take another piece of wood and you jam it in from the side here. Yeah, I will do that here in a second, just bear with me. So here, so here I'm back, that's what I mean, right? So now you can take the knife, right, use that as a second handle, and you can debark, you know, wood for various projects, because now you have essentially a draw knife, because my bevel goes this way, right? So I can draw all the barks of trees. Yeah, that's what it's really good for. It's really good to make fireboards for bow drills. Yeah, you can see that in my last longer video where I had the challenge to stay out and fell into the water and was soaking wet. I made with that knife a fireboard, because that's all I had was this knife. And yeah, so you can see it works pretty good here, chopping stuff. Then the tip is on purpose not real sharp and pointy. It's more a round point, and I noticed that makes a good like awl to basically make smaller impressions or holes like this, real easy. With a really pointy sharp knife, it's more of an hassle. Like, I found this way easier with this knife. I also use this knife for for digging. Yeah, quite often when I'm out there, I get roots from the burdock or so. It's a really good digger. It doesn't have a full tang, so that's basically the heft goes up to here, and I epoxied it all in because it's from a file, right? So the plate here is brass, and the handle is from an old axed. Yeah, pimped it up a little bit, as you can see. Yeah, so that's my yeah, I made it a little thicker on the end here so that it looks that it is good in the hand and doesn't slide out when I chop with it, right? So it's nice and stable. It has some heft to it. It's like really, it has some weight to it. It's kind of thick. Can you baton with it? I honestly can't say, because I never baton when I'm out there. I never needed to, and I don't understand the reason why you have to. But yeah, you possibly can, but you need to be careful since it is not a full tang, right? It never got loose on me. It's super solid, and it is sharp. It's easy to resharpen, and overall, that's my go-to knife when I go out there in the bush. You see it in all my videos. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, then he was asking about an EDC knife. So I don't really have an EDC knife. What I have is this little neck knife. This is like what I carry around every day in my pocket. Yeah, it's super sharp, it's super handy. I need it sometimes for work to open packages or stuff like that. So yeah, that's my little, I don't know, I not even know what what brand that is. What does it say on there? I'm not a brand guy, so like it says M-Tech. Does it say anything to you guys? Like anybody knows that company or whatever? I have no clue. I just bought it because I got it for $3. Okay, then I have two more knives I like to show you. There are both, let's do it like that. Those two here. They are both bought in a store, and they had a Kydex sheath and stuff. I don't like this Kydex shit, so I threw it away. Like on this one is a Kydex, I know, but I didn't have the time yet to make a little leather knife sheath, because that's what I did for those two. Yeah, this one here I take out when I when I expect that I take some game, and so I can skin or whatever. And sometimes I get coyotes in the winter from friends, which shot them, and I skin them with that and make furs, pelts. So yeah, this knife is, he has a brand on there too somewhere. I don't know, like I said, the brand. I bought them because they look good and they work. So I bought this one first, and I'm really happy with it. It's from the same company. I was really happy with it, and for the price and the yeah, quality what I got, it's a really nice, super solid knife. It's full tang. It has yeah. It is nice to handle this way with a thumb here to carve stuff, and you know, it's a nice knife. So I was happy with that one. So when I seen that one, I bought that. This is obviously a skinning knife, as you can see here, right, with this little skinning hook to open the pelt. Yeah, and yeah, I like that too. I use that then. It's really good to skin and work around animals with that knife. And the company is what does it say here? Rocky Mountain something? I don't know. Yeah, and I made a custom sheath for both of them. So this is a sheath for the hunting knife, right? You see, it snaps right in here. It doesn't fall out. So that's a nice leather sheath I made in the winter for that knife. Yeah, so here it's an imprint of the Cree native bear paw. Yeah, so yeah, that's that knife. And then I obviously made a sheath for that one, which I bought first, right? So, and this one snaps right in, doesn't fall out, right? It's my little leather Kydex. Yeah. Yeah, I like this design of the knife sheath. I worked a lot on it. It was my second one I ever made. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, like I said, this is more a knife for, you know, little carving jobs or whatever. And you know, to be honest, like most of the time, I carry only that one in the bush. And hold on, I have one more. I forgot. That was the most important one. This is the first one I made, the first sheath. The knife is also from that same company. It has a fake you know, Damascus print on there or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of funny looking, right? That's why I bought it. I like the design of it, and I thought, like, well, that's a freaking crazy knife, right? So and then I figured out when I put my finger through here and the thumb right here, right? You see how that it fits like a glove, right? So you can put your thumb here. You have a really good like control over the knife when you carve little things, or you know, it's really good, like super good control. And what I did is, this was actually just like it had a rounder edge, but I made a sharper edge so that I can use it with my fire steel. And this knife basically became my go-to fire making knife. That's why I carry usually this knife and that knife when I go out in the bush. Yeah. Because yeah, this knife is really handy to make fire. Like I sometimes use down here or down here, like the last little bit of the blade here, or this section here to strike the fire. Show you that too. So you see, that goes pretty good too. Or this one here, right? And the front and stuff I leave for carving. I need that when I do, let's say, like in the one video where I made the Inuit strap drill for making fire. On the board I made the notch with that, right? The notch for the material to gather. And yeah, here's a little rope cutter on there. You can see that there, right? Yeah, so those are my knives, and those are the ones I really like. As you can see, for each one I made my own leather sheath, because in my opinion, when you have a knife, you need a leather sheath. Don't go with this plastic. It needs to be wood, steel and leather. You know, that's how you need to have a knife. I don't like the plastic ones with the plastic handles and the plastic you know, kydex sheath and stuff, because we are bushcrafters, right? People, we like nature, right? We want to preserve nature, and why do you buy stuff from plastic? That's just my opinion. When you have leather, right? And also in the word bushcrafter, there's this word I always say, crafting, right? To make something, to create something, yeah. And what is a cooler project to create a knife sheath? It's not difficult. It's not science, guys. It's like really when you take yourself a little time, you know, like 1-2 evenings, like 2 hours each, and you buy some leather scrap somewhere for cheap. That's what I did. I got all my leather scrap from like one of those places where you can buy like leftovers or whatnot, right? So I bought a bunch of leather there, all different sizes, different shapes, different cut-offs. Got myself some sinew and you know, fired away. Yeah. And I encourage everybody to do the same, because it's fun and it connects you to your knife. You take well more care about it, because you spend time to make it, right? Okay, and see you later, guys. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And then you know, it makes me happy, and also my followers need to grow. And you get more followers. Like, I need to at least make the 500 here soon. Okay, guys? I can make that. You know, 478 right now. So, come on. Huh? who wants to be number 500? Okay guys, see you later, bye. I almost forgot, I have one more knife, and that knife is a K-bar knife, and this knife is right now in my little dugout in my bushcraft location, so I can't get to it and show it to you guys, but it's a regular K-bar knife with a leather sheath, right, the regular model. Yeah, and then also I want to say, guys, you know, just stay tuned for the beef jerky video, how to preserve meat, and some old techniques, how to keep the flies away and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned on that one, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the little bell that you get notified when this video comes up. See you then. Have a good day, guys.